Okay, now that we got that Ask Him and those hot tags out of the way, we need to take a break with the Rest Hold, the segment where we throw in anything that we need to put out on the show that we haven't already gotten to and we won't be able to get to in the other parts. Sort of acts as a commercial break, and we're going to start that off with the outside interference articles for the week. Now, there are two for Bleacher Report that I usually do at the end of every pay-per-view, the top highlights and low points of the night and the biggest stars of the night recap. And there's also one from eWrestling News, the biggest mistakes WWE made at Night of Champions. So if you're interested in reading those three articles, you can find them on the Bleacher Report and eWrestling News profiles of mine, respectively. Or you can find links on the Facebook and Twitter accounts for Tony Mango and Smark Out Moment, the YouTube description below, or the homepage of smarkoutmoment.com underneath the little section that says Outside Interference. The Smark My Words comment of the week goes to the Rosa Show for his comment on the 200th episode retrospective. He says, "You know, I was also one of those fans that found you randomly on the YouTube suggestion bar, and I haven't looked back. I think you guys are great with mixing real wrestling talk with outrageous humor, and it works well. I've gone and watched all your episodes, and while I can't really speak for the quality of the past ones because I haven't watched them in so long, I can say that the group you guys have made is as close to perfect as it will possibly be. I hope this show goes on for a long time, and I look forward to the next 200 episodes." Thank you, Rosa Show, for your comment and your support, and thank you all for your comments and your support as well, and all the different ways that you can tell us to smark your words. They're all listed on the YouTube screen right now. And if you are listening on iTunes and Stitcher, hop on over to YouTube, check them out, and make sure you hit us with all the different opinions that you've got. One of these avenues that I want to specifically mention to you guys is our Facebook group, facebook.com/group/themegamaniacs. If you're on Facebook and you're not in that group, shame on you, because if you think that the fun stops when we go off the air, well then you're obviously not goofing off with the rest of us throughout the week. And we'd love to have you, so sign up, join that group, have some fun. The October edition of the monthly mailbag is going to come up on episode 204, so you have a little bit of time to start brainstorming about questions that you would like to pick our brains about, whether it's wrestling related or not. If you want to get our answers to anything, then send in those questions by going to the contact form of the website, smarkoutmoment.com, of course. And over the next few weeks, I'll backlog everything that you send in, and when it comes time to episode 204, well, we'll give you all those answers. If you are going to a wrestling event of any kind anytime soon and you want to show your support for Smark Out Moment, as part of the Sign Me Up initiative, all you gotta do is bring a sign that says Smark Out Moment to that event, send a picture or a video of yourself to me, and I will give you a spotlight on the website and on the next episode of Smack Talk. And if you have some spare change that you want to throw our way to help on the monetary side of things, there are 3 different ways in which you can do that. The PayPal donation button at the bottom of smarkoutmoment.com, the YouTube channel's fan funding module, or you can go to patreon.com/smarkoutmoment and become a patron. And if you can't afford to help us out with what's in your wallet, we totally understand that, but don't forget about the other ways in which you can support us by sharing our videos and our articles with your friends and on social media with a like, follow, favorite, subscribe, and so forth. And that applies to the projects underneath a mango tree that aren't Smark Out Moment as well, including Fanboys Anonymous, the sister website of the Blue brand that deals with everything on the geek culture spectrum that we're nerdy about. If you are interested in reading about that kind of stuff that we like, then you can check that out on fanboysanonymous.com, follow the Facebook and Twitter accounts, and subscribe to our podcasts on iTunes, Stitcher, and youtube.com/fanboysanonymous. All Talk Show is another one that you can check out, the most random podcast we have where anything goes and everything is open for discussion. You can check that out on iTunes, Stitcher, and youtube.com/alltalkshow. Follow the Facebook and Twitter accounts, which are both at All Talk Show. And you never know when we're going to do a live episode, but we'll always tell you in advance. Finally, to round us out here, if you are interested in joining the team of Smark Out Moment as a writer, editor, or maybe something else, then you can send in your application by going to the contact form of the website, and I'll get back to you with more information as soon as I possibly can. So that'll do us in for our Rest Hold for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you learned a little bit as well. We are going to continue on with our main event, so stay tuned, and we will be right back.